Hello again, folks, and welcome back to Let's Play Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. I'm your Dungeon Master Darius, and as you can see, I've decked myself out something fierce. I have upgraded as many of the shards as I could currently deal with, including upgrading Bloodbringer to max, which is nice, and I even went out of my way to go craft myself the Over the Rainbow Scurf, which is nice and rainbowy, which is really cool, and increases a lot of the stats. Coronation Crown, which as you can see, or gown, which as you can see, looks like a regular outfit, but I decided to have it gold, I put in quotations, and blue, so that it matches the Pleiades. It's got a bunch of jewels that are aligned like the stars. It's cool. And I also upgraded more shards because that was necessary. Strength, con, int, gold. Even found out that you can actually get magic, because if you have resist fire, ice, thunder, and stuff, you can do that. It's kind of ridiculous. I like this build so far. But, alas, things must now come to an end, theoretically. I must go venture forth. Try a couple of things. I say try a couple of things because, ooh, that still kind of hurts. Actually, I could probably equip the risk. I don't need anything. Not the risk, the cursed. It only reduces my defense by 1. So, I suppose there's also holy and death element or whatever, but so,
dimension shift.
For the dimension shift, we can actually get through this area.
Dimension shift. Dimension shift.
Pretty neat. And we don't even need to reflector ray through that area. Oh, hello. Last area of the game. Hey, do you need some more ammunition? Now I need to check one thing really quickly. So give me a half a tick, folks. Well, looks like we're not done yet. Waystone out of here. I think, wait, do I actually have the... Already got all those. I actually had to go back and find the fish dish. Godsend. Okay, I can definitely change a couple of those. In which case... Whee! Just a quick visit back to OD. Seeing as we've seen the final boss door, as make sure we'll equip it.
I've come.
Ah, new materials, eh? Now let's get rid of the godsend since we don't need the luck. The ultimate tome, prevalent to the prowess, tailwind, and mastery tomes. So let's see, the prowess, tailwind, and mastery. So prowess is standard attack strength, tailwind is movement speed, and mastery is proficiency growth.
That tome is especially valuable. Make absolutely sure you return it.
Oh, yeah, whatever you say, buddy. Yum. And now we go. We face our greatest foes. Yum.
Stop.
OD?
I warned you. What you take from the library must be returned to the library.
Oops.
You'll pay for this transgression. Death is too kind for you. Return what you borrowed.
Unacceptable!
Don't mess with the librarian's books, man. That's it. Ow. I think I'm doing better here than I was against fighting Iga. Case in point. Stand still. Project a field that stops time. Sorry, buddy. Let's go back for a second. God, I feel like this thing is... I love this goddamned speed skill, but I swear it's gonna get me killed.
Oh, Dee? You're still alive?
Vampire, remember?
Right. Sorry. I suppose you'll be wanting your book back.
No, you defeated me, which means you now command me. Pillage my shelves as you please.
I'll go with this. Oh?
As we
I'll go with this.
please.
Oh?
Pillage my shelves as you please.
Thanks, OD. You're such a good guy. I won't lie. That always gets a chuckle out of me. Kicking his ass and then being all like, so I'll take this, and this, and this, and this, and just taking the entire library with us. He gives a chuckle to me all the time. Anyways. So, in opposition to the accelerator, we have standstill. Well, there we go. It's a really cool, but really expensive skill. It's a good thing we got a buttload of magic for it. I'd almost say that the enemies that you hit it with, take half damage from it, but that's not too shabby still.
Dimension shift.
Well, now that we have the strongest sword that we can currently wield, the strongest armor that we can get, the strongest headset, scarves, most of the rest of everything else, suppose it's time to end the game. Actually, do I want to stand still? Yeah, I want to use stand still. Probably could have also powered up Insatiable, but nah.
So even Gramarye has failed me. Alfred was afraid of what you could do with the shards, but not I.
Look at you. Is that what you wanted? The crystal? You betrayed us, Dominique.
Oh, don't think me ungrateful. I have you and Johannes to thank for teaching me the alchemist's lore and how to control the shards. Shards, I might add, which you gave to me of your own will. Your sacrifice has become my strength.
I also want to quickly point out I sold a grand total of like 6 shards to her through this entire playthrough. Just saying.
Why are you doing this?
because once again, the demons appeared, and once again God stayed silent, while his servants were slaughtered mercilessly one by one. So I began to wonder, what if there is no God? What if the Lord we grovel and pray before is a lie, and our faith draws power from some other nameless, unspeakable thing? If so, I wash my hands of it, because God can rot. I decided to seek a higher power, the power to slay gods.
Do you realize how many people have died as a result?
They deserve to die, because they were weak, and more will follow until I obtain all I desire.
This whole mess wasn't enough for you?
If the last summoning had been enough, I wouldn't have had to bring you here.
You're after a more powerful demon. Sheeple's crystal wasn't enough to summon it, so you needed mine instead.
Smart girl. I like that. But your crystal was too clean, too pure. So I made sure you would obtain shards and acclimate yourself to demonic power. Then Gremory could possess you after the battle with Jeeble had worn you down. If Zangetsu hadn't betrayed me.
Doing the right thing isn't a betrayal.
You know what? I never expected to be put in a corner like this. You leave me no choice but to play my final card. I will use my crystal and the Liber Logaeth to summon Baal, the ultimate demon!
Do you realize what will happen to you?
Do you? You don't, so I'll tell you. There's a reason Jeeble survived 10 years ago.
What does he have to do with this?
It was in his blood. An exorcist, like me. Our blood suppressed the crystal corruption and effectively spared his life. And now I have surpassed him. I command the crystal through Enochian script. No demon is too powerful for me to summon, even if I cannot keep it here forever.
But the process is slow, because I can see the summoning isn't complete.
Do you really think you can stop me before then?
Oh yes, I do. You don't understand what power is for. You wield it stupidly, arrogantly, and now you will pay the price.
Yep. Fight time. Damn, I'm doing a lot of damage to her, more than I really expected. Might be easy mode. Whoop, alright. Might have spoken too soon.
You leave me no choice. Baal, I summon thee to my side.
This is gonna go by really fast, ain't it? Oh boy. Does that affect you at that point? Whoa, ow.
Hello there.
Take this, you goddamn things. Not exactly sure what these guys are even are. Hell, I'm not even sure what Baal is, fully. It's unacceptable, you see. I think I've pounded it in the freaking frog face so many times. It's unacceptable.
Dominique. She could have done so much good, but...
I know.
Wait. The Liber Logaeth.
The book that started it all. What are you going to do with it?
The same thing the Master was trying to do. Before he died, he inscribed Enochian letters onto each of the castle's structural weaknesses. Now, I will use the book to perform a rite here at the heart of the castle. The rite will activate the Enochian script and send the castle and demons back from whence they came.
So that's what Alfred was trying to accomplish.
We need to begin. Stand back, Miriam.
It's over.
Yes. You've made the world right again.
Not without sacrifice. Jebel, Alfred, Zongetsu.
Jebel's fate was already sealed. There was nothing you could have done. And the Master and Zangetsu made their own choices. They fought gladly and proudly for what they believed in. Lives like theirs deserve to be celebrated.
True. And demons still remain in this world. We can grieve later, after finishing the last of them off.
That reminds me. The Master took note of how I was forestalling your corruption and suggested some improvements. I think I might be able to stop the crystal from overtaking you permanently.
Really?
I can't make any promises, but yes, I think.
Well, thank you, Johannes.
You're very welcome. Come on, let's go home.
All right.
And that was Bloodstained, Ritual of the Nights. Oh yeah, this was good to play through again. Like, when it originally came out, it was given to me by my friend Mel because she is just perpetually awesome. And I played the ever-loving crap out of it. It was... Oh yeah, by the way, Solid Snake is Zangetsu. Anyways, it's such a fun game, such a great game. It's one of the few games that I've actually completed 100% all the achievements on Steam in a long time. Not that it's really hard to complete the achievements for this game in the long run, in the scheme of things. It's just fun to do so, because I enjoy grinding, and grinding situations are why a game like this is extremely chill for me to play. I want to say that this is actually probably one of the better Retrovania style games that I've played in a long time. Another very close contender is Hollow Knight, and that one I've not 100%ed simply because it takes far more skill than I've got. That is far more skill oriented than it is stat oriented, and I was level 60 by the end of this game. If only because of OD and all his books. I probably could have easily beaten this game without those books at this point, but yeah. If you go and do all the stuff, the ending content is relatively easy, and I probably could have played in hard mode for that matter, but there's an amount of difficulty versus fun for me when it comes to these. I probably could have still played this with hard difficulty and it still would have been a good time. It just would have been a giant pain in the ass. Immense pain in the ass. That said, it's kind of amazing that for the, like, what, 18 videos of this that I've recorded, at least I've played a good 20 hours total of this. So nearly double the amount of time that this Let's Play is lengthy-wise was actually just me playing, me grinding like I usually do. And I do think that they do plan on you beating this game in this same sort of way. Because they want you to find the shards, they want you to find all the stuff, they want you to face off against those harder foes. And some of them are just really cryptic when I think about it, like the Kune Kune. If you want to get all the shards of the game, like, it took me forever to try to find them, to the point where I actually had to look up what the hell it was, where the hell it was, after I had initially beaten the game as when it first came out. The characters are fun. The story is relatively simple, and it has just enough twists and turns in it where it's like, oh, alright, cool. And I want to say that I actually do really like how the ultimate villain in this was Dominique, where it was very much a, you know, horrible shit's happening, where the hell is God? And, you know, if you follow most either Christian or Catholic mythology, that's not the point of God. He gave us free will and all that fun blood. But that's getting relatively knowledge-based religion thing. And I am not qualified for that. I just know enough where it's like, hey, that's not a good reason. But then again, she was also pointing out that if it's not really God, then something else is getting power for our prayers. And, you know, that's actually kind of a legitimately terrifying idea. That's straight up Darkest Dungeon levels of terrifying. Which brings me to the point where I want to see more like this. I want to see something of a continuation from this point. Like a Bloodstained 2 that's not terrible. Yeah, that one was pretty bad. So, before this game came out, they had a demake of it where you played as Alfred, Zangetsu, and Miriam. Was there a fourth? I don't think there was a fourth. No, there wasn't a fourth. And it played in the very classic Castlevania style. I actually played through it when it had first came out, and it was a fantastic game. It was that excellent level of hard without being bullshit, and very Nintendo style, and it felt so good to play. There was a sequel, Bloodstained 2. It had Zangetsu, Dominique, a dog that was riding a robot, which was cute, and I think there was a gunman. It was not as good. It was bullshit difficulty. It was not fun. I mean, I know that there's people that think that, you know, find it fun themselves, but for me, personally, it was not a good time. And I will not be playing that on the channel. Oh, man. I know I've said this before, but damn, it just feels so good to have played through this again. Because this is it's a really great game. It's a really fun game. And I know that there's also other methods of which we can play. as the game was released and they started making more and more content for it, different modes, there's like a boss fight mode, I think there's a time trial one. There's also separate characters that you can play throughout the game. I don't remember all of them off the top of my head, but you can play as Zangetsu. It's nowhere near as fun because he's a very static character. How would I describe it? I think of it like playing Aria of Sorrow, but when you beat the game and you enter the different name and you can select the different player, he only levels up. He does get abilities throughout the game, but other than that, not that great. Oh god. Right. The backers. How many backers were there for this? A lot, I think. You end up where you begin. The entropy was always within. You only need to look therein. As poetic. More poetry than I was really expecting for, you know, ending credits. But yeah, you can play as Zangetsu. There's another mode where you can play as Bloodless. You know, the vampire umbrella wieldy gal. And it's a thing. And one of the other things that one of the other characters that actually brought me to the point of playing this, as you know, just at the ending of this was, or as this video is ending, there should be another Let's Play of mine that is also ending, Child of Light, a Ubisoft game where it was very poetic, very child book story, or a storybook sort of illustration and all that fun stuff, had done in rhyme and whatnot. And most recently, I say recently, but it's been like a month or two at this point, it's been a month or two, but at this point, Aurora from Child of Light has been added as a playable character. And, you know, it seems like an interesting idea. I won't lie. I'm actually very tempted to play through this again, but see how it plays with Aurora, seeing as I want to see how the transition goes between, you know, playing this in a very basic Castlevania-y style versus, hey, let's play this with a character that's from an RPG, you know? Especially seeing as, I think when you start off playing Child of Light, it definitely feels like it would be a action platformer, like Castlevania was. But then you get into an actual combat and it's like, oh, it's an RPG with interesting mechanics. Alright. Hopefully when you do play Aurora's side of the story, it doesn't only limit you to 2 characters in a battlefield and give you like 12. It wasn't 12, it was more like 8. 9 if you have the DLC. Anyone mind if I skip this? I skipped the one for Mighty 9, but Mighty 9 was a little bit of an exception as a not as good game. Can I speed? Oh, that's a pause. Oh, B speeds it up. Excellent. You can press A to pause or B to speed up. As much as I want, you know. Oh, clan. Oh, different clans of the game. Tom. Sorry, I'm laughing at some of these names now. The larger ones that suddenly just pop out. There we go. I think that's the end. Yeah, special things. There's also a long list. Sweet Jesus.
I
yeah, this was such a good game with so many references, so many good characters. I want them to do more with it without ruining it, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't know, continue the story. They were talking about, you know, there's still demons to kill and whatnot. So, you know, set it somewhere else. Set it, like they had a whole lab based out of Nippon. And they're still very much in a European place, so why not, you know? There's a lot of mythologies that they could also dive into besides just, you know, Baal. They were talking about 72 demons. We've only seen like 2 or 3 of the big ones. You know, Baal and Grimoire. So, I don't know. Just saying, do more with it. But yeah. You can play as... Let's see what this name. You can play as Zangetsu. You can play as Aurora. And they have extra modes. A boss rush mode, speedrun mode, randomizer mode. I have gotten my most kick out of this. A boss revenge mode. Which, as I said... Oh, okay. It's not just bloodless. You can play as... Endrefus? Didn't know that was its name. Bathin, Bloodless, and Grimoire. I only knew about Bloodless, I won't lie. Classic. Oh. Wait. Did I play this before? Huh. I don't remember having played this before. Oh my god, is this what I think it is? It's just like a reskin of classic Castlevania? Oh my god, I think it even has the sounds. Well, I'm not gonna play through this, but at the same time, I just find this amusing as all hell. Even has the pause. And it's using the chain whip, the sword whip from the game itself. That's lovely. That's nice. I think I played this for a grand total of like 3 minutes, so it was like, nah, I'm good. Oh man. I don't know, I always just get a kick out of shit like this. I was kind of expecting it to be 8-bit. With how they were portraying it in the title screen. Oh man. And you probably can't tell how stiff it is, but it feels just as stiff as the classic Castlevania game too. Wonder why I stopped playing after only like 3 minutes. I mean, probably be besides a little bit of burnout from it. Oh. Goddamn spirits. I was never any good at the classic Castlevanias, just so everyone knows. Well, it's actually one of the reasons why you'll probably, if you see them on the channel, it's sort of a last-minute scenario sort of a thing. It's like, I don't know what to play. Maybe I'll just torture myself for the game I suck at. Come on. There we go. I think I might have set this particular game save file on easy difficulty because I'm not getting the Konami pushback. Yeah, remember that? Pretty sure it's in all the relatively newer Castlevanias too. Was Lord of Shadows any good, now that I think about it? Oh, okay. I can press up and attack, or I can just press Y. Oh, don't get hit by the cannons. Oh, I can slide, okay. I don't remember sliding being a thing in the OG, but alright. Oh, I got 9 lives? Shit. Oop. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can't beat this stage, and then I'm gonna call it. I think I'm suddenly just having too much fun with this. There we go. I'll probably end up just dying. That is a massive suit of armor. I don't remember that boss. Oh, it's not even... Okay, that's a Dola hammer. Never mind. Oh, hi, it's the Dola hammer. Ow. Oh. Well, that's... unfortunate. Ah! No, 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 no. Ow. Alright, I get its shtick though, so... Oh, you put me all the way down here, you dicks. Maybe now I'll have some actual health facing this thing, though. No! I'm beating this boss. Oh yeah, if, you know, if at the least this game, or me playing this, hasn't convinced you to pick this game up, maybe this will. Oh. Wait, I lost the bone? Shit. Alright, if I duck, I can just completely dodge. Oh. Victory. Oh, man. Alright, this was pretty fantastic. Kinda sucks that I died, but what you gonna do? But yeah, just let me quit. This doesn't seem like a terribly long version of the game, but I've just played 20 hours of Bloodstained. I think I'm good for now. Game? Yeah, that was some weirdness. It just kind of froze on me. I like that. I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead, officially call it an end of the Let's Play here. Thank you everyone so very much for watching. This was such a blast to play again. If people are interested in watching me play through the Aurora mode, I won't lie, I'm actually kind of interested in playing through that. It seems like it might play same as Zangetsu, but at the same time, with a character not from the verse. So, yeah, leave a comment down below if you're interested in seeing me play through this again, probably after a Let's Play or two, as Aurora instead of Miriam or Zangetsu. But yeah, thank you everyone so very much for watching. As always, I love playing these games for you guys. If you guys want to support the channel, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff helps out as always. And if you want to support the channel in some sort of financial fashion, stream elements and the Patreon links down in the description below. Every little bit helps. You don't even know. Helps so much. And pretty much any single time that I get, you know, a few more people on the Patreon, then I want more direct information from you guys. Your voices matter to me about what I play. Which kind of sounds strange, but yeah, kind of how this goes in my head at 12:30 at night after playing the game for nearly 20 hours straight. Thank you everyone so very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next Let's Play. Take care. Cheers.